the greatest little internet radio show, Blow the Whistle. Always live on SportsTownChicago.com and on Twitch at SportsTownShot. Tyler, Butterball, Beaterball.
I knew this kid was going to be a complete meth, like a youth mess. Not meth. See, I think he needs to go to Allstate, because when you're covered by mayhem, you'll be better protected.
David, Double D Dykstra.
Hope and pray to God that Jordan Love twists his ankle so bad that you get to see this godforsaken mess that is Sean Mother Trucking Clifford.
It's game time.
Nick, No Gimmicks Johnston.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I mean, Josh Allen had the same stat line as Lamar Jackson. You're not getting him any fuss. He literally has one less touchdown than Lamar Jackson, and you're not saying anything.
Tyler Beaterball, David Dykstra, and Nick Johnston. Your greatest little internet radio show everywhere you go.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Blow the Whistle here on Sportstown Chicago.com. Welcome in. I am David Double D Dykstra, and I'm here with my boys.
Tyler, Butterball, Beaterball.
No gimmicks, Nick Johnston.
And we are going to be talking. What? Nick, remind me what's tomorrow?
Ooh, a little opening day action, a little bit of nerfy action, a little bit of everything sprinkled in between.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Base it of the balls. What?
It's finally here.
Pause.
Oh, yeah, it's
Pause.
ready to roll.
I mean, it kind of went to Japan, and then came back, and then now it was just a little tease.
That was as they say in the restaurant business, that was a
Appetizer?
that was a soft open.
Yeah. Soft open. For your 162-course meal.
Just a little taste.
All small plates. Plates.
Yes.
No big entrees
No
here.
buffet
It's gonna be like
style.
the menu here, and for the White Sox fans like myself, it's just gonna end in a fiery blaze.
Burn it all.
This is your final course, and it's just yes, we're all on fire.
This is
sorry.
Sparta.
No need for spoilers if you didn't already see that movie. It's a great movie.
So I hit us up on all our social medias.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share all our posts that we're putting out there.
Yeah, buddy.
You can hit us up on Blow T Whistle 1. That's BLOWTWHISTLE1 on all our social medias. Do you want to give out your social media stuff there, Tyler, real quick?
Sure. You can follow me on Twitter at Tyler Buterball, BUTERBAUGH. You can follow me on Instagram at Ty_Butterball45.
Nick?
I think it's just N Johnson 6351 for the personal, but rather you follow the bad Karma Wrestling page. I want that to blow up. BK Dub.
BK Dub.
Let's go.
Say gracias.
That one actually was a very timely post because everyone's been freaking out about El Grande Americano.
Like politically?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up. Well, you know what? We'll save it.
We'll
save it for Off the Rails.
Yeah, we'll tease.
And then we'll
tease there.
I'm sure we'll talk about
Oh
it
yeah.
on Bad Karma as well.
My favorite was someone said El Grande Americano. That doesn't sound like a wrestler. It sounds like a drink from Starbucks. That's the size and the. I got an El Grande Americano.
Or a burrito shop.
Yeah. Oh no.
Let's play today's game, wrestler or Starbucks order. That's
Chavo Guerrero.
Wrestler or pastry?
All right. For me, you can hit me up on my Instagram at Irish Dad. Or no, I changed it. It's D Dykstra 7795.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, that's been a while. It's D Dykstra 7795. TikTok, you can hit me up at David Dykstra 16. Facebook is just my names. And then on Twitter, you can hit me up at David Dykstra 4.
Nice.
All right, boys. It is opening week. Opening day is tomorrow.
Yes,
So
it is.
we are going to go through and give our predictions for every single division. I will give you over-unders if you'd like. I will give you the odds, courtesy of my beautiful BetMGM app. Thank you very much, BetMGM. the sports book born in Vegas. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
So let's just start off in the AL, because I know Tyler will gab about 20 minutes just on the Cubs alone. So
No. Come on. We'll go to the AL first. We'll save the best for last.
So let's hit the AL East first. So Yankees, Red Sox, Orioles, Rays, and Blue Jays. Any thoughts, Nick, on who you like in this division this year?
I was leaning towards the Red Sox with acquiring Garrett Crochet, and just the fact that the Yankees are slowly just losing a ton of pieces here and there. I don't think Brent. I don't think
Down goes Cole.
Yeah, that's a huge one right there. And then just overall, I mean, don't really recall them doing all too much. I mean, even the losing like Nestor Cortez is like not not a
They
huge
traded
issue,
for
but
him.
okay, yeah,
To get their closer.
okay, fair enough. But I mean, I would think I think the Red Sox are probably going to be up there. Yankees will still be fighting just because.
Red Sox are plus 250 at BetMGM.
Okay.
They're the favorite?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Yankees are the favorite
Yankees are
at
still the
plus
favorite.
145
Okay.
to win it. You also have I'll just go down the list right now. Yankees at plus 145, Red Sox plus 250, Orioles at plus 300, Rays plus 900, and Blue Jays at plus 1,200.
Yikes.
Yeah, there's not much there. And them the whole idea with them fighting to get Vlad, like that was kind of a huge distraction.
Well, and old arms too. I mean, they've got quality arms. They're just old.
Yeah, exactly right.
So that's a scary point for me. What about you, Tyler? What do you like in the AL East this year?
I like the Red Sox as well, just like with the additions they made, but I also like Baltimore. Mainly because, I mean, young talent. They have a lot of young talent. They've been building it up from the farm league. I mean, they still have one of the top farm systems in the whole major league. They didn't make a whole lot of...
They did nothing in the
Yeah, I was going to say, they didn't really
offseason.
anything, but they didn't really have to because they're banking on their young guys, but I mean...
Like Gunnar Henderson might not play at the opening.
Right. He's right now listed out.
My bold prediction, or I think at least one I've been kind of banking on, is if Sandy Alcantara of the Marlins is looking as good as he is, like throughout the season, I think the Orioles trade for him. They need another arm. They need
Or did
someone.
the Yankees?
I mean, that's always on the table, of course.
You know
or
what
the
I'm saying?
Dodgers.
Like-
I mean, that's always on a possibility.
Dodgers have 9. They don't need a 10th.
They'll take more.
The rich gets richer. They'll
Yeah.
find a way. But the Yankees, for me, I think they might take a slight step back this year. I mean, obviously the biggest one's losing on Juan Soto, but you still got Aaron Judge. But I mean, I don't know. I think
Stanton's messed up too. So you don't have your 4-5 anymore.
I think Yankees take a slight step back.
They didn't bring back Rizzo, so I mean,
Riz hasn't been signed to anybody.
I'll say he's
Yeah.
still out there in the market, isn't he? Wow.
Yeah, which is sick.
I know.
It's just twisted.
Maybe just they're worried
If I was the
about
Tampa
injury.
Bay Rays, I'd jump all over them. I would, because they're playing, and this is something that needs to be talked about. The Tampa Bay Rays are playing in the Yankees spring training.
they're not even trying. They're not even
Field.
trying to get anything done.
No.
Like, this is ridiculous. I think they should. They're talking about the White Sox. Oh, White Sox, they should sell the team. The Rays should sell the team because this is disrespect. That's almost Oakland A's level of not caring anymore. So I'm there with them. They should betrayed or they should sell before anybody else does.
That's not a bad take. I don't disagree.
It's ridiculous. There's an account called "Bring the Rays Back to Tampa" because they play in St. Petersburg. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, St. Petersburg was a horrid place to have that arena.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's one way in, one way out.
Everyone complained. That's the only complaint I hear about that.
It was bad.
Yeah, I have an aunt and
really
uncle that have a little
Miserable.
place down there. Every time they go, they make sure they go around when the Rays are down there to have a series, just so they can have something to do. And just get even when it's like 5,000 people, it's still a pain. It's
Yeah.
still a pain to get in and out of there. Like, it's crazy.
Well, I guess the Red Sox are going to finish in last because I like the Red Sox too. And I'll give a bold prediction. I actually already have sprinkled a little money on Garrett Crochet to win the Cy Young this year
Okay.
in the AL. I
don't
think
hate that.
I think they're top to bottom. I think you've got a really good team. You've got Devers, Who else did they sign where it was a big deal because
Yeah,
Devers
that's
said
what I'm
he
trying to figure. I was trying to remember
it's,
too.
They traded for Garrett Crochet.
Wasn't that the guy on the Astros?
Oh, Alex Bregman.
Yeah,
Bregman,
Duh, yeah.
So
I think that was kind of overblown just for the time because you haven't heard a peep about it since. So
well, Devers is going to play third.
Yeah.
And they're going to put Bregman probably at second, I believe.
something like that.
Right now they got Bregman listed at third.
At third?
Yeah.
He ain't playing third.
That's what they got.
You want to watch Devers throw a big poo fit? Because that's what's going to happen.
Right now they don't even have Devers in the starting lineup.
DH.
Not even. Maybe. I mean. Oh yeah, there he is. He's down there at DH. So.
Yeah, they're gonna DH his ass. That's what you get for going no third base mine.
Yep.
So we're all in agreement on the Red Sox at plus 250 to take the American League East. Now, is there a team that you think will be a wild card potential?
Orioles.
Yeah.
I mean, or at least the Yankees too. I think that'll be. This will be the division that sees at least 2 or 3 for sure.
The only thing that worries.
I don't think it's gonna be the Central again.
The only thing that worries me about the Orioles is the fact that they didn't go out and get themselves an ace.
Yeah.
They are really, truly relying on those stud prospects that they have in their farm system to develop and become something special this year.
But I mean, I guess with Baltimore, because they've had success in the past couple of years, they can exercise that and let that happen and build these kids from the farm system while they're still producing. It's not like you're just waiting for these kids and you're at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I could see the Orioles taking a step back because people have off years.
Yeah.
Like Jackson Holiday and some of the guys that they're bringing up this year, adjusting to the major league level.
Yeah. I mean, then they lost Anthony Santander.
Santander.
Yeah.
Santander.
That's me a
Corbin
couple.
Burns didn't re-sign with them, which I thought was a guarantee.
Almost. Yeah.
But
There we go, Charles.
nothing. Nada. All right.
It's a nice little lineup for Arizona. I know we'll get there, but
Yeah.
Zach Gallen and Corbin Burns. It's disgusting.
And don't forget about Fed.
Yeah. Honestly.
Hi, Chicago.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Nick's favorite division, AL Central.
Oh yeah.
Just to put it out there, at BetMGM right now, the futures to win the Central, Twins are at plus 210, Tigers plus 250, Guardians plus 300, Royals plus 300, White Sox plus 25,000.
Yikes. Sounds about right.
Yikes,
Yeah.
boys!
Yeah. I think I saw earlier the White Sox, they opened their win total at like 53.5.
I'll take the over, just to be hopeful.
Yeah, I mean that's
Here,
a low. That's a low win
I can-
total. I mean, I don't see why you can't hit the.
I don't
want to
hit too much on the White Sox. We'll be here for an hour about how much I'm just kind of like all over the place with them.
54 and a half at
54 and a half? Okay.
at BetMGM.
My biggest takeaway with the White Sox is I just wish they would bring up the young talent. Not for them to sit there and flounder, just to give the fans something to watch,
For sure.
something to root for, something to even just be hopeful about in the slightest. Because there's a couple of pitchers that they don't have up on the roster that definitely could be there, and then even having Colson Montgomery not being up there once again. So it's brutal. I don't like it in any sort of way.
What's your quick thoughts on Venable?
From what I understand, from what I've been told, he actually can hold down a locker room and actually, command respect from these guys, and it's not inauthentic in any sort of way. So I think he actually does have the capability, and that's from some credible sources. A couple people on MLB Network that follow them. So I think like I said, I don't think he's going to lead the team to in a miraculous playoff wild card spot just right now. The team is just clearly not ready for that in any sort of way. But again, can he just get the most out of these guys, get the most out of these 30-year-olds like Michael A. Taylor or something like that, even still Benintendi when he comes back. Like, can you get something out of this at this point? Anything. Make it flourishable. But we'll see. In that case, like I said, I wish the squad in general, like I said, would bring up these young guys to make it entertaining, but they can't. With that being said, Royals are going to win this division.
You like the Royals?
I like the Royals.
Okay.
Bobby Wood Jr. is going to just be
Take
there.
that next
Yeah.
step?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, that's fair.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Tigers make some noise too. The fact that the Twins are kind of the favorite is insane to me.
I was a little shocked to hear that the Twins were the favorite.
Like every year they're counted out,
Yeah.
along with the Guardians, and every year they're there.
I know.
I'm liking Detroit. I just love their run last year. They didn't really give away. They haven't really traded away many guys, have they?
No, Scooball's still there.
That's what I thought.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You got a stopgate for any kind of losing streak, for the most part.
Yeah, I mean,
Detroit.
Detroit.
Jason Benetti announcing for them, so they got a lot of good.
They got everything going for them. And what can I get Detroit at?
You can get Detroit at plus 250.
Okay, I like that.
Well,
Second best.
They brought in Gleyber Torres. Wow.
Yeah.
Still have Javi Baez.
Javi's still there.
Man.
Gleyber.
Oh, Jack Flaherty's pitching for him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's not the worst rotation.
No, it's a
solid.
solid rotation. Solid.
Poor
rotation.
Hobby.
Oh yeah.
I'm right there with you, Nick.
Jake Rogers, White Sox killer. Just go ahead. Sorry.
I think Kansas City's probably the team to beat in my eyes, just because you have an MVP candidate, and I might sprinkle a little something on Bobby Witt Jr. to win the MVP this year over Aaron Judge.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But they have the second lowest odds. That's weird.
They're all kind of grouped together. I mean, plus 210 to plus 300 is not.
Oh, okay. I was thinking there was more of a drop off.
No.
Right, never mind.
No, the only big drop off is the White Sox
yeah.
plus 25,000.
I was just thinking that there was a bigger drop off between Kansas City and
Question, Nick.
Detroit.
Would you lay $1 on the plus 25,000?
Yeah, I'd lay 3 on it just to give up the coffee for the week type deal.
And if it hits, you look like an absolute degen.
Oh yeah,
but I might actually do.
I would get that. If that somehow hit, that you framed that, you get that printed out.
Just throw $1 on it.
It's $250.
Yeah. I mean, this is a
for
pretty
$1 bet.
a really solid young core for the Royals.
Washington.
The pitching rotation is a little old, but can handle a lot of innings, I would think, between like Michael Lorenzen, Michael Wacha, Seth Lugo. Like these are a little bit older.
And they still got Reagan too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they still have Cole Reagan. But
Cole Reagan's a dude.
Yeah, Jonathan India, Michael Massey, Vinny Pasquantino. He's Greek. Bobby Witt Jr. Like I like these guys. These are and then MJ Melendez. There's a lot of power in this lineup right here. And apparently they cheated at home. So
Nice.
I mean, you do what you got to do.
You got 81 guaranteed wins when you're at home. Bang.
You do what you got to do. All right. Well, that does it for the AL East and the AL Central. We gave you our thoughts, our ideas, our comments, our love on that stuff. Tail us, but don't fade us.
Buyer beware.
Buyer beware.
We're not professionals.
God, I wish I was.
Make some good money.
But when we come back, we continue the baseball discussion. We hit the AL West and the NL East here on Blow the Whistle on Sportstown Chicago. .com.
He's right there. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. The last chance to order a beer. But we didn't come here to drink beer. We came here to win this ball game.
Chicago's so lucky.
SportsTownChicago.com.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Pizza at your house and you can get it at the store. Uh-oh, here we go. Chicagoland area. Little Caesars is heating up for the summer. Try our new Crazy Puffs, $3.99. Walk in or delivery. 7 days a week. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Filled with cheesy mozzarella pepperoni pizza sauce, buttery garlic flavor drizzle, Italian herb and Parmesan seasoning, deep dish Detroit style pizza $7.99, super cheesy bread $5.99, hot and ready combo $12.99, and for your daily deals, go to LitCaesars.com. Oh, Little Caesars with our crazy puffs and cheesy dreams, you light up my soul with your pepperoni schemes. With every slice we share, with every moment we dare in this piece of love affair, so you didn't hear that just here. You don't want to miss out on these delicious deals. Visit your Chicagoland area Little Caesars today. Cheese, cheese, cheese.
Nobody does food better than our friends south of the border. If you're looking for delicious, authentic Mexican food in Chicagoland's backyard, check out the Totopos restaurant. Try their quesadillas, burritos, or my favorite, the 3-taco combo with steak and extra chipotle salsa.
Muy caliente!
Even have breakfast for early risers. Totopos is the highest-rated Mexican restaurant in Naperville on Yelp. Once you try it, you'll understand why. Visit totoposnaperville.com for their menu, special offers, and online ordering on Grubhub. Pickup or delivery. Totopos Restaurant, open nightly until 8:30, closed on Sundays, located next to the Jewel on Aurora Avenue in Naperville. Experience fresh, homemade Mexican at the Totopos Restaurant.
I got an affordable family-owned restaurant for you that won't cost you an arm and a lamb. It's Goodies in River Grove. My Goodies order never changes. A gyros, not a gyro. Smother it in sauce and hot fries on the side for less than $9. If I'm really starved, I'll add a chicken kebab to my order. Looking for more? Try a juicy cheeseburger, Chicago-style hot dogs, or a toasty corned beef meal. I can walk in 7 days a week, dine with my family, or call 708-583-1700. Pick it up and enjoy it at home. Can't stop in? Not a problem. Goodies delivers through Grubhub, DoorDash, and Seamless. Goodies is located at Cumberland, Belmont, River Grove. Goodies, bringing authentic Greek food to the Chicago.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee, like a smooth new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than iced frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Looking for a great bargain? Want to find cool collectibles? Need to get fresh fruit and vegetables for the family? Come on down to Swap-O-Rama. 3 great locations, 42nd and Ashland in Chicago, Melrose Park and Ulsa, with hundreds of indoor and outdoor vendors selling clothing, tools, electronics, and much, much more. Have stuff for sale? Become a Swap-O-Rama vendor and turn your hidden treasure into cash. Visit their website for market days, hours, and vendor information. Go to swap-o-rama.com. Swap-O-Rama, the first name in flea markets.
Tyler's right at home.
Oh, yeah.
He loves
Damn,
him.
where did this come from?
He loves him some EDM.
Yeah. I like EDM. Pots and pans.
Like it was like one of the first concerts he went to when I first met him, and I was like,
it?
"Oh God, you're a tech head."
I grow more into it because of Emily. She was more into like EDM stuff like that. I always
Emily's a
liked it.
raver.
Yeah, she is.
She got the pacifier in her mouth.
No, she don't got that. But she got
Dropping
the whole,
Molly.
The light
She
shows.
got the whole what's those little pashminas or whatever the
Oh,
hell.
yeah,
She's got a couple of those, and then dressed up however the hell they dress up over there. I went to Spring Awakening with her. When it was,
Yeah, I've been there.
The word is rave slutty.
rave slutty.
Whoa.
Dumb
Butterflies.
It's a dress.
As long as they don't wear the
It's how they
butterfly
dress.
wings.
I'm not slut shaming anyone.
Well, no, can you say slut on there?
Yes, you can say slut on the air.
Why not?
That's true.
You can't directly.
prick.
I don't think you can directly call someone
Yeah,
Something like that.
you're a little.
Jane. You dirty, dirty.
You also can't threaten anyone's family or dox anybody.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
It's okay. I don't have.
Welcome
my
back.
I don't have my fishing license. so.
Welcome back to Below the Whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm David. I'm here with Nick, Tyler. We're going through our predictions for Major League Baseball because why again,
Why?
Nick?
It's opening day, baby.
Tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Booyah!
Tomorrow.
Nerfy.
How much money do you actually win on Nerfies and Yerfies? Do you ever play Yerfies or you just play Nerfies?
I've played a couple of Yerfies before. I rarely do. I only look for. I try and get a couple of.
Tomorrow's a good day for Nerfies because you got
yeah.
aces.
Yeah, that's exactly why. It's the best. It's the best day. It's the best day.
Well, that and the day after, typically the day after the All-Star break too.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause everybody recalibrates.
In game 1 of any playoff series.
I'll be playing a lot of first 5 unders. I'll guarantee you that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the go-to.
I always
too.
loved that play. Playing first.
Especially,
five
I mean,
unders.
First 5 unders.
and I always forget that
It's gonna be cold here. Like, it's gonna be cold in a lot of places still. So the
Yeah.
ball's gonna be cold. Not gonna be flying out of the yard. Not too many places. Even if it is a hitter's ballpark. So be mindful. And then my only rule, of course, is never in Yankee Stadium. It's a Little League ballpark.
True.
And
Short porch.
Yeah. And who is it? Oh, and never use Zach Wheeler, just for whatever reason. He probably does. He have a couple of nerfies, but every time he cooks me. So no more Zach Wheeler.
Zach Wheeler, I being a Phillies fan, I can sit here and tell you, if Zach Wheeler's going to give up runs, it's going to be in the first inning.
Yeah, exactly right.
If he gets through the first without
Corbin
any
Burns
runs,
is also the same culprit too. He'll give up 1 or 2 in the first, and he'll go 7 shutout after that. I'm just like, why? Why do you do this to me?
Exactly. All right, so let's get into it. I promised we would get to the AL West and the NL East. So, in the AL West, you have the Astros as the favorite at plus 160, Rangers plus 200, Mariners plus 225. Then you have the Athletics at plus 2,200 and the Angels at plus 2,800. Tyler, I'm going to start with you. Who do you like in this division?
I'm between the Rangers and the Astros. I mean, obviously the Astros, they don't have Kyle Tucker anymore, obviously with the trade with the Cubs, but I don't think that takes them much of a step back. I mean, there's a lot of noise now with the prospect that they got it back with Cam Smith. Cam Smith. He's the kid that just made the roster. But there's a lot of buzz around him. He's the number 1 prospect that the Astros have from the Cubs trade. He might be AL Rookie of the Year. And then you also got Altuve, Pena, Isaac Paredes. So, I mean, they have a solid lineup. And what was the value at?
Rangers
or Astros?
Plus 160.
Yeah, I mean, and they are the favorite. I like the Astros in this one.
Go ahead,
I mean, Jose Altuve switching positions. He screwed up a lot of things apparently, and the fact that he has to go up against oh my goodness, who's already out there? The big he always just mashes home runs for him.
Jordan Alvarez?
Yes. The fact that he used to basically play up against him.
Hey, look at me knowing baseball stuff.
There you go.
It's like I executive produce a baseball show on the weekends.
I think that's going to be tough. It's not very often that the Astros aren't they are the favorite, but even still they can. It's not like they're like the guys.
Right.
At some point, this team has to take a step back.
With the amount that they've lost to be crazy.
Age.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I'm going to roll with the Rangers. I think Bruce Bochy said something a while back that kind of just he's very much focused. Maybe they were coming off their World Series hangover. I think that was probably a big factor as of last year. They had a couple of pretty solid names, names to the roster that can add some power. Jake Berger is going to be there. I think giving him a great giveaway too, sponsored by Whataburger. It's going to be a Jake Berger jersey. I would love to be out there for that. Awesome. They also have an AEW giveaway that they're doing too. So
of course, because it's in Texas.
Yeah, but I think Bruce Bochy said he's going to really we're going to really get this roster into shape. I'm going to go with the Rangers.
I think people are sleeping on the Mariners.
I think they're sleeping on them for a good reason.
Here's my only thing, and I'll say this: they have a generational starting rotation. Their starting rotation is sick. Their problem last year was they couldn't score a gall darn run if it hit a barn door.
Got to be the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I politely disagree because they did start hitting the ball better once they made the switch to Edgar Martinez as their hitting coach, and now he's been there the past year with Julio Rodriguez, and I think Julio has himself a bounce-back year, and I think that automatically makes them a contender. I think with that starting pitching, you're probably only going to have a couple days here and there that you're going to have to score more than, 4 runs?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
To me, plus 225.
It also could be a lot of 1-0, 2-1 ball games.
Yeah,
right.
Which is very likely too. But if they right that ship and start hitting the ball, the Mariners are the most dangerous team in that division.
I could see
that being a turnout as well. Yeah.
I would have to see how with the new hitting coach that they would be able to make contact.
Edgar Martinez is one of the greatest hitters of my generation.
No, I know. I just want to see how it translates to with the Mariners.
To me, he turned Julio had a horrible 3/4 of a season last year.
That's
and
what
then
I'm kind of.
And then that last back quarter, he started to play really well.
That's the only thing that's like giving you, at least for me, that's giving you a really good option because at any point in time, Julio can just turn it on. I think he's capable of hitting like 45, 50 home runs.
Easily.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially in that, I mean,
being a legitimate AL MVP contender as well, if he does do that, things like that, for sure, to me, puts the Mariners.
He just gives you that it factor too. Like he's got that attitude, like that. Just he gets fired up when he does well. So.
There's a reason they extended him his rookie season.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, this dude's different. We need to lock him up.
They needed to keep that
and
guy.
Randy Arozarena isn't the worst compliment. So let's see if he can get something similar that you saw a couple of years back on Tampa. I mean, it doesn't have to be the exact same output, but something similar.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a contact hitter.
Yeah.
Contact the ball. Get on base.
Ooh, Miles Mastrobone's there.
The Masterbone. Second favorite.
Good for you.
Second favorite name ever in MLB.
What's your first favorite name?
Bastardo. He was a pitcher.
Oh, okay. I like Coco Crisp. That's a solid.
Coco Crisp was awesome. Yeah. Oil Can Boyd, all-time favorite though.
Yeah.
Tuki Tucson.
Yeah.
Tuki.
Yes.
That's a great one.
Turkey. All right. So we got anybody from the West. As far as I would lean Rangers wild card if I'm taking Mariners.
Okay.
I finally think the Astros do take a step back.
I think this might be the division that you only see one team come out of.
And you were talking AL Rookie of the Year. I got one for you, and he's on the Rangers. The pitcher from Vanderbilt, I can't remember his name. It's not Leiter Jr. It's
Tyler Mahle.
No.
Coomer Rocker.
Yep, Rocker. There you go. Rocker is a dude. He could have a. I'm not gonna compare him to Paul Skeens, but he could have that kind of rookie season. Just a level,
just right off the bat.
Level down.
Yeah,
just right off the bat, like instant starter.
Oh, Rocker is. Well, he was in the minors last year, and they wanted to bring him up, and then they just with the second half, and they were like, okay, never mind. We'll just keep him in the minors.
Yeah,
and
they were leading the division at one point.
Yeah, and then they just fell off. All right, time to talk about what I like to call in Major League Baseball the division of death. The NL East, ladies and gentlemen, might be the scariest division in all of Major League Baseball.
Oh, that's
yeah. Right now, you are sitting with the Braves at plus 115, the Phillies at plus 200, the Mets at plus 230. Then you got the Nationals at plus 8,000, and then the Marlins at plus 25,000.
Yeah.
I will start again with you, Tyler. Who do you like?
This one's tough. It's like a three-way race between Braves, Mets, and Phillies. Oh, my God, this is a tough one. I mean, I want to see what Juan Soto can bring with New York. Obviously, huge signing by them. Braves, they got it all. I mean,
they're getting all their pitching back, too.
And that's the thing. And, they've been...
And Acuna Jr. will be back, June, they said?
Yeah.
May or June?
Oh, God.
Spencer Strider's on the 15-day, but, I mean, that's not going to affect them. But, I mean... And what were the Phillies' what was the Phillies in the
plus 200?
Okay, and they did second best odds or the third?
Correct.
Okay.
Second best odds, sir. According to BetMGM Sportsbook,
I might because the Braves are getting all their pitching back. I might lean the Braves since they are. I mean, because they are the favorite. But I think the Phillies could also come out of that too.
You want to straddle that fence a little harder?
A little bit. This is just tough. But I'm gonna go with the Braves. I think they're like the safe one. I think they could come out of the division.
Yeah, this is definitely like when people make that argument, like this is either gonna be a close game or they're just gonna blow them out of the water.
Yeah.
Or it's just gonna be really far apart. I don't know.
I do that all the time, man.
This game's either gonna be
college
like
football.
The game's either be right there, neck and neck, or the one team is just gonna better the other team. No, I'm.
Somebody's gonna outscore somebody.
Yeah. Someone's gonna win.
There's cause for concern for all three of them at the top. Again, I'm not even gonna worry about the. Not even gonna worry about the bottom two.
The Nationals could be sneaky good this year.
I think they'll steal a couple wins from these top teams.
Though.
Yes,
that's the problem.
Yeah. And one of them likes to gamble responsibly.
Yikes, boys.
I mean, again, being the three-headed monster there that is the Phillies, the Braves, and the Mets. With the Braves being the favorite, are you going to get the return that Chris Sale had, the same output from last year?
Are you getting that NL Cy Young winner from last year?
And I don't, I'm not denying that he could replicate or just have something just a step down from it, but that can still, turn into a couple losses. Spencer Strider, he had a nice little output at the spring, but that was just a small little sample size right there. Can't guarantee that's going to be the same thing throughout the course of the season. Again, you're waiting on Ronald Acuna, so you can be a step behind for a little bit, and that could determine some things. The Phillies didn't feel like they added a ton. I could be wrong. Exactly right. And then I just feel like maybe it's the hype or the hype beast in a lot of people, but it could be the Mets. I'm gonna roll with the Mets.
Here's my only issue with the Mets.
I think it could be the rotation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Their starting rotation is not good. It's not good at all.
It was at the point where when someone suggested they could maybe add Jose Quintana again, I'm just like, oh man, that's where they're at.
Yeah,
maybe let's add Jose Quintana. I love me Jose Quintana. Don't get me wrong, but that can't be your ace in the hole.
No, it can't be. So to me, do I think all three teams are going to make the playoffs? Maybe. It's very likely that they all three could. If Soto has a year you forget that lineup's stacked. You got Alfonso, you got Soto, you got Lindor. It's stacked.
Yes.
Almost as much as the Dodgers. No, nobody's stacked like
no
the
one's
Dodgers.
touching it.
No.
But that
no one
means
else is minus 600 to win their
I
division.
know, it's ridiculous. We're gonna get to that. To me, and this is gonna be very home. I still, as long as that starting rotation stays where it was last year to this year, I still like the Phillies. Just because of the starting rotation.
Okay.
You go Zach Wheeler, Nola, Ranger Suarez. And they had the rookie come out of nowhere last year too. So
my only counter would be: are you going to get the same Ranger Suarez, where he was the unsung hero?
Listen,
I think he'll.
I just need Ranger Suarez to be a 500 pitcher during the season, because for some reason when they get into the postseason, some light switch goes off and he just turns into this Cy Young pitcher who can't be touched by the Braves. He is the Braves' Achilles heel. I will freely admit that. So for me, it's going to be homerish. I don't care. I'm taking the Phillies, then the Braves, then the Mets, and I think they all three make the playoffs. By the way, I didn't get to ask you when we were talking about the NL Central there, buddy. How do you feel about Ben Brown being your number 5?
We never talked about the NL Central.
Oh, we haven't talked about it? Oh. Well, how about this for a tease? When we come back, I'll ask you how you feel about Ben Brown being your number 5 here on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
I sound a little cocky, but I think we're legends in Chicago. We really are.
SportsTownChicago.com.
We're all looking to save $1 these days, right? Well, Pino's on Man is the perfect spot for pizza lovers with the $10 and under menu that'll make your taste buds and your wallet happy. Fried chicken sandwiches, just $6. It's so good I had to start working there just to eat it every day. That's not all. Grab 2 large one-topping pizzas with extra cheesy goodness and a 2-liter soda for just $26.30. Plus, order online to get 5% off exclusive deals. Family owned and operated for 30 years. Open 7 days a week and until 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Check them out on the corner of North Main and Willoughby. Pino's on Man, your new
Oh my
favorite
God, I
pizza
need
place.
some Pookie's crack cake. Pookie's crack cakes.
Yeah, girl. You ain't never heard about the best crack cakes in Chicago?
They right there in the Bronzeville area, right at 105 East 47th Street.
They're moist, delicious, premium homemade cakes. made fresh daily. One bite and you're addicted.
They got the caramel cake, butter pecan praline, and red velvet. Ooh, and don't forget the strawberry lemonade and a chocolate Oreo dream.
They're open Wednesday through Saturdays, 11 to 6 p.m. Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they're closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
Early arrival is highly recommended. First come, first serve. They give out tickets at 10 a.m.
Just mention you heard it right here on Real Girl Talk Radio, and you'll get a free butter cookie with your purchase.
Make sure you follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Pookie's Crack Cakes.
Girl, where you going?
I gotta go get my crack cake.
Let's go.
Looking for a great bargain? Want to find cool collectibles? Need to get fresh fruit and vegetables for the family? Come on down to Swaparama. 3 great locations, 42nd and Ashland in Chicago, Melrose Park, and Alsa, with hundreds of indoor and outdoor vendors selling clothing, tools, electronics, and much, much more. Have stuff for sale? Become a Swaparama vendor and turn your hidden treasure into cash. Visit their website for market days, hours, and vendor information. Go to swap-o-rama.com. Swaparama, the first name in flea markets.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, morettisrestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Get money for that old car sitting in your driveway today. No more insurance payments. No more playing taxi for your friends and your family. More room in your garage with Winning Auto Wrecker. Winning Auto Wrecker comes directly to you and takes that problem car away and off your hands. Call anytime, day or night at 888-555-0910. Or go to winningautorex.com and we will take that junk off your hands in no time. You win, we win with Winning Auto Wreckers.
Welcome back to Blow the Whistle on Sportstown Chicago. Are you fixing it? Come on, baby. Get me centered. Hello, gorgeous.
Perfect. Don't move it an inch. Hey, Toots.
I'm David Double D Dykstra. I'm here with my boys.
Tyler Butterbob Bitterbob.
No gimmicks. Thanks, Johnston.
Hit us up on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Ticket to Talk at Blow T Whistle 1. That's BLOWTWHISTLE 1. That's right.
Boom.
Well, I teased it, so I guess we got to do it. All right.
Hey, you're mistaken.
You ready?
All right.
NL Central winners. Cubs. Now, mind you, this is from the BetMGM Sportsbook, the sportsbook born in Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Download the BetMGM app today.
Hell yeah. Nicely done, sir.
I hear it all the time.
Yeah. Cubs are plus 115. Brewers plus 275. Reds plus 450. Pirates plus 850. And Cardinals plus 900. Go ahead, Cubhead. Talk.
Oh. Okay. You're going to call me Meatball, but then you Meatball your Phillies.
Did I, though? Did I really?
A little bit.
He cheese-steaked it.
He cheese-steaked it.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good one.
With extra whiz.
Oh, there we go. The salsa.
See, now when you look at this division, you should say the Cubs. I mean, you look at the rosters, but the thing is, they said that.
Here it comes.
They said that last year, and we all thought that Milwaukee was supposed to take a big step back, as they should have, but they didn't, and they blew the doors open in that division. So I mean, the safe one is to bet Brewers, and I think I would have to say that I think the Brewers win this division. It's hard to count out Milwaukee with what they did with less, and
you're not allowed to go to a single home game this year.
Me? Why? Oh, come on. No, I think the Cubs will have a good year this year. I mean, I think they'll be solid. I mean, they've they brought in Kyle Tucker, bringing another big bat. Now it's just gonna see what he does
Rental.
because
Do you think?
That's what
You don't think they'll re-sign him?
If they don't, then that trade was awful. Yeah. You had to make that trade in order to give him an extension because then this trade, worst trade ever.
What was the other? Oh, the trade they made for again with the Astros for that Presley guy. Is that?
Yeah, they got Caleb Presley. Not a bad relief and closer, but I mean, again, they didn't.
Another move that. It was the Bellinger trade. That's what it was. Where it kind of didn't really matter because they traded away Bellinger, but the guy they got back, they already sent him down to the minors. So it's kind of
not much of a needle mover. So I mean, that's the thing. Like the arms, they didn't really improve much. And then you mentioned about Ben Brown. Now here's the thing.
After what I saw in Tokyo, you're gonna go. You know what? That looked good enough to me.
That's our guy.
That looked good enough. Yep. That's our 5.
Well, that's the thing. They don't have anyone else. That's the problem.
Would you prefer the Cubs go the route of the starter instead of like the closer? Like you get a bullpen guy that can go the first 3 or something like that. I don't know.
My question.
I mean, they could try it out.
I have
go ahead.
I have a legitimate question for you.
Yeah.
Who's your starting row?
Starting row, you got. I would have to say
Shota
Imanaga, Justin Steele, probably Javier Assad.
Wick?
Yeah, Jordan Wicks. He had a rough year last year. He started off strong, got hurt for like.
He was a rookie.
No, he wasn't. That was his second year.
Okay, so it was his second year.
No, I know.
But he didn't play much in his rookie year.
No, not in his rookie year. And then he was in the starting rotation his second year, got hurt for like 3 months, and then still been trying to recover from that. And then you have Ben Brown. And then Ben Brown, the same situation that he like what Jordan Wicks had. Started off decent, and then he got hurt, and then he's been trying to get it back. So there's possibles. Solid arms in that starting rotation.
They still have Jameson Tyone as a
Tyone.
starter.
Forgot Tyone.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about Tyone.
So the starters they have are Steele, Tyone, Imanaga, Matthew Boyd, Ben Brown, and Colin Rea.
Is Wicks injured, or did they send him down again?
He could be in the bullpen.
Jordan Wick. I think he's
not listed on the bullpen either.
They must have sent him down.
Yep.
Or did they get rid of him? But anyway, so you're going Brewers?
I'm leaning Brewers. The other team
playing for Bob Uecker, so it's not the worst case.
Yeah, and then if anything, a dark horse could be Cincinnati, just because of Terry Francona and what he can do to Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I like Cincy. If I mean, really, I would like to say maybe just go the Cub route and be safe. But they last time I did that, they just kind of imploded, and then like you said, out came the Brewers. This might be closer than everyone thinks. Like there's a chance that even the Pirates could kind of fight for it a little bit with the solid little 1-2-3 rotation that they have there.
And it all depends on their young boys.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
in the field.
I went out on a limb last year, and I definitely ate it for sure. But I said like a guy like O'Neal Cruz could just be out of nowhere, can just take over this league, and he's got the power. He's got all the speed to do that same thing that almost Ellie De La Cruz is. Can he make the jump to it? Possibly. We'll see. And you still got a guy like Andrew McCutcheon, who unfortunately they're not playing when the furry convention is in town. So, but still look out for that furries tweet. Otherwise. I'm not, like I said, it's really hard picking a squad. I'm gonna go with Cincy for the fun. Because I think that Luis Robert will probably end up there. So, I'm gonna go with the fun of the Reds.
Good landing.
I'll go with that. And, and again, like Hunter Green, solid
he
starter.
ends up over there.
Over. At plus 450, I love the Reds.
That's good value.
I like the value too.
100% love the Reds. And like you said, Cubs do Cubs things.
I love it.
I'm just more curious.
And once again, you were talking about this before we even went on air.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a very rough April.
April is going to be tough. If they could come out of
500,
I'd be happy. But they got a tough April. Like I'll read it off to you. They open it up with Arizona, and then they're at Vegas or wherever they're going to be right now, Athletics. Then they host San Diego, Texas, Dodgers, back at San Diego, play again Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Philly, Pittsburgh. Like, they're all over this freaking place.
Yeah, you'll be lucky to be 500.
And I'd be happy if they can get, even if they're like a couple games under 500. I'm fine with that.
That is a rough April. Well, you did just speak about a couple of the NL West teams.
This will take long.
Let's talk about it. Dodgers minus 600 to win the NL West.
Really? Why? Oh man.
Diamondbacks plus 650, Padres plus 1,000, Giants plus 3,000, Rockies plus 50,000. Hey, Chris Bryant, how's it going?
Rocky Mountain High. I mean, come on. It's Dodgers.
You all right, Nick?
I'm sorry. I had a really unfortunate thing happen. I'm just kind of contacting somebody else. I just dismiss me really quick.
Yeah, go. Take care of what you need.
I'll be sitting right here. Just act like I'm not here. I apologize.
No, go. Go ahead.
It's Dodgers. Come on.
Is it, though?
Yeah, yes. We talk about it all the time. It's the Dodgers.
Don't sleep on Arizona, man.
Arizona can come. They'll come second comfortably. But then there's no way. The Dodgers are 9 deep. They get richer and richer ever since they got Ohtani. No, there's no way. Minus 600, that's generous.
Listen, I'll sit here and tell you this right now. Like, if they have a lead going into the 6th inning, it's ball game.
Oh, the Dodgers?
That relief staff for the Dodgers is insane.
Yes.
Along with the starting rotation, which is sick.
Here's your starting five, ladies and gentlemen. Yamamoto, Ohtani, Blake Snell, Tyler
Ohtani's
Glasnow.
not starting until I think they said late May, early June.
That's fine. They still got a handful of others. Then Roki Sasaki, which he looked solid in the Japanese, the Tokyo series.
More than solid. That dude had filth.
Yeah, the Cubs.
That slider went from 12 to 6.
Cubs were so close getting them. You know, that's their word. They like to say so close. But you just look at the rest of the lineup. You got Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, Mookie Betts, Shohei as your DH. Teoscar, I forgot. Am I saying it right?
Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez. I was going to say Tescacar, but I'm like, that's not right. But that's
not
the thing.
a Tesla.
Not a Tesla. Nope. No, none of them there. But that's the thing, man. The Dodgers, they're so deep in everywhere. I think the Diamondbacks could, like I said, comfortably sit second in that division. They're not touching the Dodgers.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Take care of what you need to do.
We're all good. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go with the Dodgers. I do, however, think that it could be a fight for another wild card spot. If you guys, I apologize again. If I'm not already rehashing anything you guys aren't already saying. I think the Diamondbacks can be a solid second place, even kind of flirt with, giving the Dodgers a little bit of run for their money. It'd be insane for me to say that they take that spot, of course, but I think the Diamondbacks are right there. Padres.
See, that's my question here. Let me ask you that. Why are the Padres plus 1,000? Is it purely starting rotation?
I think it could be. That's a lot. That's a huge.
Darvish
number.
is out.
Okay.
On I want to say
But isn't Joe Musgrove back? Isn't who are we missing? I mean, I'll quickly look at the Padres rotation. This is so easy when it's just like when you have the MLB URL right there. You just type in whatever team and it keeps going. They have Michael King, Dylan Cease, Nick Pivetta, if Darvish is out, still Matt Wall. It's still a solid 3 right there.
Dylan Cease will be a Cy Young contender.
He'll flirt with it, yeah.
Pavetta's the one that you got is hit or miss.
Yeah,
he's either going to have a great season or complete disaster.
And that'll be he was on the Red Sox last year, right? So the transition from AL to NL, if that is even a thing anymore.
It's not, because they don't have to hit anymore. So
Yeah,
I mean, you could sit there. It's going to be a transition going from the AL East to the NL West.
I mean, it might be this bullpen, honestly, that Not a lot of notable names in my mind. I could be wrong. Johnny Brito is about it. Was that your guy? Yeah, that just might be a brutal bullpen, honestly. But, I mean, when you have Luis Arise and Cronenworth and, geez, like this is there's a lot of huge names in this lineup. And Gavin Sheets, of course, Gavin Sheets is there.
So
I like the Padres to steal something.
I do like the Padres. It depends on what kind of heater they get and the pitching that they get out of their starters.
Good Lord, I forgot Jason Hayward's still playing.
Is he still with the Dodgers, or is he now
with the Padres?
He's with
Cubs
the
are still
Padres
paying
now?
him,
Yeah,
probably.
he's starting at left field.
Oh, good God. Okay, that's a problem.
Yeah, there's your problem right there.
Although defensively,
he's still there.
Jason Hayward
And it
is
doesn't
still
rain
there.
in California, so it's not like you're gonna get the miraculous rain delay. Jason Hayward, you got him late. Yeah,
The speech?
Not getting that.
You're not getting the speech. All right.
Coach is right, guys.
Where do you guys want to go next? You want to go NBA? You want to go NFL?
I think we could dabble in the NFL.
You want to
let's touch on
dabble in
the-
the NFLs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little Russell Wilson talk. A little bit of how he's gonna keep up with Jameis Winston. We'll see. I don't
Big
know.
Blue, let's ride.
We'll call Hunter and see if he's okay.
I forgot about that.
Bro, we're gonna get Seattle. Russell Wilson.
They're gonna draft one. No, they're not.
I love that. Did you see the ones? It was like, if you had us at, you didn't like us at 3 and 14, don't call us when we're 4 and 13.
All right, when we come back, more of this, more of poo-pooing all over the Giants here on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
Chicago sports for sure.
SportsTownChicago.com.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee. Like a smooth, new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than an iced or frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
When car dealers fight for your business, you win. AutoJudo.com makes car buying fun by letting dealers compete for your business live. Real-time Auto Judo fights are the fast and easy new way to get multiple dealers' best offer on any car you want. It's free and anonymous. Only the dealer you select as the winner of your Auto Judo fight receives your contact info. You're never obligated to buy, so test drive your best deals now at AutoJudo.com. Dealers fight, you save.
Yo, check it out. We got the finest pizza in all the land. Italian Fiesta is on deck, and I'm telling you, it's a hit. These pies don't miss. No matter what time you get the munchies. Pepperoni, extra cheese, turkey Italian sausage, they got all the toppings. Italian Fiesta delivers until midnight during the week and 1 a.m. on the weekends. Plus, you can use your Uber Eats or Grubhub if you got the app. And if you ain't rocking with the pizza that night, try one of their sandwiches or pasta. And they have plenty of side dishes, just like me, if you know what I mean. Hop online and go to ItalianFiesta.com or call 773-684-2222. Piece of pizza, that is.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, Moretti'sRestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Did you know that Club New in Aurora is the ultimate entertainment complex? Monday nights, it's free football and darts in the sports bar. Tuesday night is league night. Join the pool and darts team. Wednesday night is ladies' night at Club New. All the ladies get in free. Gentlemen pay a $5 cover after 9 p.m. Thursday night starts the weekend off right with college flashback night. Low price drinks, retro music, and an awesome buffet. Friday and Saturday night, it's the hottest dance club in the suburbs. Club New Nightclub and Sports Bar is located at 2121 New York Street in Aurora.
You've tried the it places, but they leave you hungry with an empty wallet. That's where Gretel comes in. They got what you really want. Visit their chic, lounge-like gastropub and try one of Chicago's top burgers, the Gretel Griddle Burger. The house-made bun and garlic aioli set this one apart from the rest. And don't miss half-price oysters, 4 to 6, Monday through Thursday. With rotating drafts, craft cocktails, and portions that don't skimp. This is one of Logan Square's best-kept secrets. Monday through Thursday, 11 to midnight. Friday and Saturday, open till 1. 2833 West Armitage. Gretel, Let's make this a night. Visit GrettelChicago.com for menu and more.
I don't know. I feel like I should be raising a finger right now.
Almost.
A little tribal chief action, maybe a little bit. Not like that, dude.
Oh yeah, that's the chocolate starfish.
Yeah, that's the Sean Watson. Man.
Whoopsies. Whoops.
And now you have the white chocolate starfish. So.
Yeah.
Justin Tucker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Over in Baltimore. In all types of crabs.
I was about to say maybe he's dipping into the crab shack a little too much. Welcome back to Blow the Whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm David. That's Tyler, and there's Nick. How's it going, Nick?
How we doing? Sorry, I was just thinking of how Maryland calls him the Crab Five, and I'm like, oh, that could be like his allegations. Allegedly.
Allegedly the Crab Five.
That is a great nickname.
It's the greatest nickname for a class of players ever.
Even though it's based off the Fab Five, that's even
Fab
better.
Five is phonetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Crab Five is just great.
It just fits.
Yeah. All right.
If they have T-shirts, I probably will buy one.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Do a little Mr. Crab dance.
Yeah. Like walk side to side.
Like the Hummer.
Pause.
What?
That doesn't even.
The Hummer does a crab walk.
Why not? But the pause. I didn't deserve a pause. What did you say?
I said Hummer. Pause.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
He sure did.
That's a reach.
No, it's not.
Unless I'm totally missing it.
We'll talk about it during the commercial break.
Whenever I think about the car, the Hummer, I always think about Bam Margera. And I'm glad he's back in the video games. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go off the rails later.
All right, boys. NFL time.
Yeah.
So the Giants decide to sign Russell Wilson to a 1-year deal that could be up to worth up to $21 million.
10.5 guaranteed.
Yeah.
I'm
needle mover.
I'm confused.
I am confused.
Why are you confused?
I understand they need a quarterback. I'm just now confused what they're going to do with that 3 spot. Is that going to lead them to...
Do you want my honest opinion on this?
Travis Hunter?
No. Yeah. More than like Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, one of those guys.
Okay.
Or they go O-line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't be surprised there.
I would hate that as the Bears.
Or they reach for a wide receiver.
Ooh, they could do that.
To complement Napier.
The only one
or trade down.
My hope would be that they continue to do Giants things and then still draft a quarterback there. That would be
that's where I could think could happen too. I think going at wide receiver at 3 is that's a reach that high.
Any wide receiver in this draft class would seem like a reach.
The kid from Arizona is great. He'll be a first rounder, but at 3,
kid from Arizona, the kid from Missouri.
Okay.
Burden the third.
He's still looking at like late first, early second because he didn't have a pop-off year.
Who cares? The kid's an elite talent.
Oh, he is, but his stock went down.
I will say this. What I think's going to happen is I think the Giants have relegated themselves to waiting till next year because that quarterback class next year is going to be stacked.
Yeah. They must have already...
Especially if Arch decides to come out.
They must have already told Dable that they're going to give him another year because he hasn't truly gotten his own quarterback yet.
I'd love to hear what Nick Costos has to say about this because he is a huge Giants fan.
Or Sean Marash.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, but that's what this has got to be a 1-year rental because they don't like the quarterbacks that they see this year, or they're not going to trade up to 1 to get Cam Ward, and it doesn't seem like the Titans are willing to trade up the first overall pick.
There was a report that came out today that all options are open for Tennessee. If they get the right offer, yeah, they'll trade down.
If they get the right offer, yeah, okay. But
which is probably like 3 first-round draft picks.
Yeah.
Which that's not even worth it.
For this, Cam has the potential. His ceiling is very. His ceiling to me is very Russell Wilson-esque.
Okay.
I think he's very solid.
Oh yeah, no, he's a solid kid.
And I think he could get your team to the playoffs multiple years with the right weapons around him. The problem is you have probably 3 to 4 really good quarterbacks that are coming out in the draft next year. And that's not even including Arch.
Right.
I honestly think Arch Manning stays for 2 years as the starter at Texas. Unless, and this is the caveat, he wins the Heisman and the Natty in the same year this year.
Oh, yeah.
If that happens, he gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I agree with
That basically says him a guaranteed 1-1 in the draft. But I did hear when they were talking about different thing. They were talking about March Madness, like or you wanted to be prepared just to get drafted, or you actually be prepared for the league or something like that.
Yeah.
So it could be that same case. I don't know. It's gonna be a crazy. If we haven't already said it a million times, like, this is gonna be a crazy draft if the Titans do decide to move around, shake things up. I think they have a lot of power in that instance. I don't think that's the worst case for them to do that. I know they kind of also mentioned, like, hey, let's give some fight for Will Levis, but they should kind of like trade down and maybe just kind of get as many good draft picks as they can. There's not like a guaranteed 1-1 guy in this draft, so might as well just bank for the future.
I'll tell you this much.
There's not one. There's not one thing that the Titans need that'll guarantee them to get into to the Super Bowl run. Like, they need a lot. So
Like, they don't have a situation for a rookie quarterback to just go out there and just ball out, like, save our franchise. No, I mean, I do think, like, it'd make more sense, like you said, Nick, trade down and for Tennessee to just build up some more assets and whatnot.
I'm not even opposed for the Bears to do that same thing, just to kind of justify maybe them taking T.J. Warren at that spot. I don't know. That's just me. I'm becoming more of a T.J. Warren guy now every day.
Tyler?
Is that his name?
Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren. Well, okay, my apologies. Yeah.
He's been
Put some respect on that name.
What was I thinking? T.J. I don't know. It's close.
Let me put it
I think
to
that's a basketball player.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let me put it to you this way, and I'll be very. If I were a GM of an NFL, there's no way I'm picking a quarterback. There's no way. Nobody stands out as that dude that could take your franchise to the next level. And for me, at least,
that was last year.
And it's going to be next year as well. You've got really, really good. If Sellers from South Carolina develops into a better passer, he's a first rounder. Drew Aller has already shown he's got an elite arm talent. If he shows that he's got a little bit better accuracy under pressure, he's a bona fide top 10. Nussmeier, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Nussmeier from LSU, bona fide first rounder. And then if Arch decides to come out, guaranteed top 10, if not one of one. So, to me, the Giants right now probably doing the best thing. Let's build up a program. Let's build up a roster that when this rookie that we end up drafting gets there, comes in, he's in a better spot than what
This is a O-line heavy and defensive heavy type of draft. I mean, the O-line goes so deep. Like you're saying, you can find a starting tackle in the second, maybe third round, and then that kid. I mean, it just goes to show of how much these offensive linemen stocks are going up. Where Gray Zabel, and I know I've talked about his name all the time, he was projected at first like mid-second round, and now he might be at the tail end of the first round. That's how deep this O-line is.
The tackle from Missouri has shot up the charts.
They're saying he's going to get picked over Will Campbell now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because he showed up and showed out.
They're saying that Will Campbell, like, because of his shorter arms, that he might be better as a guard. And it almost, from what I'm hearing, is that franchises are looking more for guards than tackles, which is kind of weird.
Well,
but again, that kid's played.
How'd the guard play help out Philadelphia this past year?
That's true.
But now I'm intrigued. I mean, to me, with the Patriots sitting at 4, because now with the signing of Stefon Diggs.
Yeah, I like that. I was just about to get to the same thing.
Yeah. Stefon Diggs, 3 years, $69 million. Nice. Nice. Contract with the Patriots yesterday. Gives Drake May a legitimate target now.
That solidifies that they think Drake May is their guy. They're not going to go for a quarterback if they
I don't think that was a question. Drake May played well enough last year with nothing around him.
Very true.
To solidify himself as the starter moving forward. To me, this is a great move for the Patriots because if there's one person, one coach other than Mike Tomlin that could keep Stefon Diggs in check, it's Mike Vrabel.
Yeah. No, I mean Vrabel's already he's really turned the switch on the whole mentality for the New England Patriots. They've made a lot of great moves in the offseason, but now they have to go offensive line in the 4th pick now. I mean, I don't think they were going to go receiver anyways. Still that high at 4.
Even Diggs coming off of a torn ACL, he's still the most talented wide receiver in that room right there.
I was gonna say one thing about the Giants before we really dive into this. I want to see the recordings of that quarterback room all season long.
Oh yeah,
Russell
to be a fly
and
on the wall.
Jameis and
is Gino there too?
No, Drew.
No.
Gino's
Nunzio.
Las Vegas.
DeVito. Tommy DeVito.
Tommy
Yeah.
DeVito.
Drew Lock's still on there, isn't he?
No.
Oh, he's gone.
He was a 1 year. He was around.
Oh, so he's free agent now.
He's out there.
But getting back to the Patriots, for me, it doesn't.
Sorry, give them back the Hard Knocks. I need to see those now.
Yeah.
God, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to get over that.
Travis Hunter might not be a bad pull if he's there at 3.
Yeah, I mean,
it shores up your cornerback position. And it gives you an option to sometimes play him at wide receiver.
Yeah. That'd be a pretty solid option for the Giants right there. At 4, I think, like I said, after that, they kind of go more towards like Will Howard or Will Campbell. Yeah.
Will Campbell.
So they might go offensive line.
Either way.
Or go Ashton Genty. They replace Ramondre Stevenson. He loves fumbling the ball, so go Genty.
Yeah, it's always a possibility.
He's been going up and down, too.
I know. He's everywhere.
Everywhere.
I will guarantee you this. If Genty makes it to 8 or 9, Dallas will trade up to get him.
Okay.
I would think so. I mean, if it's not the Bears, I could see the Cowboys willing to trade up and get that kid.
There's been you're talking trades. There's been whispers of the Bears trading up to get Abdul Carter.
I've heard that too. I've heard that either him or Mason Graham. I've heard there's talks about them possibly trading up, which I can't remember the last time they've done that except for Trubisky.
Could you imagine bookends of Abdul Carter and Montez Sweat?
And then you got Grady Jarrett inside along with Billings. Like, that'd be nasty. That would be nasty. That would be the time.
Don't start.
Now, how far? Like, let's say Abdul Carter. Where would he have to still be available? Do you think that the Bears would actually be willing to trade up?
I would say 4.
Yeah.
4 or 5, maybe.
4 or 5.
Okay. Because I don't. Yeah. I mean, I was talking about this too, and I was thinking,
that's if Cleveland doesn't take him at 2.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's another team. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, but I would think that they would get. That would be smart because you keep the best pass rusher in the league.
They're rolling with Kenny Pickett.
And I do, and I don't.
I love the fact. Did Andrew bring this up the other day? I think he did.
Maybe.
Why is no one talking about Aaron Rodgers going to Cleveland?
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
All they have right now is Kenny Pickett.
That's true.
Well, they do have Deshaun Watson, but he re-blew his Achilles. So.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, he's done.
Sure,
he might as well
that's
just be
what he
done. I mean, that is a solid point. I mean, it's really. Everyone's been clamoring about, hey, going to the Steelers, but I mean, even Cam Hayward's kind of like already bullying him, saying like, "Yeah, you're either with us or against us."
That's
deal.
That's not bullying.
I know,
that's
not.
just that's legit the
yeah.
Steelers mentality.
Yeah. Right.
Either you want to be with us or you don't.
Yeah.
Like, look at the players that they've gotten rid of just because they were complete head cases.
Yeah.
So would you say that? I mean, I've been seeing Jackson Dart fall to like late first round because they're saying now that 3 quarterbacks can go in the first round. Do you think they pull the trigger on Jackson Dart?
my personal opinion, I think Quinn Ewers fits the Steelers system better than Jackson Dart.
Yeah, probably.
So you don't think? Okay, so they won't go quarterback first round.
No, I think they go either
I don't
third
see
or fourth.
Quinn's not going in the first.
No.
No shot.
I think Quinn should go in the first. I think Quinn's the number 2 quarterback in this class.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
Everybody's gonna laugh at me, but I've got Cam Ward 1.
Yeah.
I've got Quinn 2, Jackson Dart 2B, and then I've got Shador. I think Shador's going to be a complete bust in this league.
That's definitely a possibility.
Shador's not. I think
without his daddy holding his hand, there could be a lot of issues.
what helps him is that he's athletic too, and that's why I think his stock is looked at as higher.
He could maybe find the Justin Fields route train where he kind of bounces around. He looks athletic enough to kind of get by, but won't find his starting
he wasn't
role.
really that much of a scrambling quarterback in college, though. If you think he
Yeah.
would scramble in the pocket, but he would never really truly take off that often. He was
No.
always looking downfield.
He's definitely gonna need he's gonna need other people around him to be great for him to look good. He's not gonna. I don't think he might not make other people look good in that sense. And then if we can just kind of get back to Rodgers really quickly,
100%.
Him falling to the Steelers makes kind of no sense. And they always made this argument last year when Russell Wilson joined the squad. I was like, oh, he's kind of a distraction. He's a little bit of a meme, but is not as big of a distraction as Aaron Rodgers actually is. Like Russell Wilson was, you were able to maintain him, and I think he's kind of blown out of proportion, at least on the internet, just because he's so cringe. But Aaron Rodgers might truly be a problem. I was gonna say like a cancer, but
That's a nice way to put it.
So-
he really gets in there, tries to become like almost a management type deal, and just messes everything up. And I don't know if Tomlin has enough to keep up with that at this point.
Oh, yeah, he does.
I'm sure he might have
Listen,
enough to
here's-
make him 500, but after that, it's going to fall apart.
Here's what I will tell you, and I can speak with sure honesty. I will guarantee you that Tomlin's probably going to take the same route that he took with Russell Wilson last year. Hey, let's cut out all the BS. Just come here and play.
Yeah.
Come here and be a boy. Come here and just be part of the team. Don't have to worry about anything else. Just come and play football. That's all I want you to do. Don't worry about all the outside stuff. Have fun with the boys. Have fun with your fellow teammates.
But I feel like it won't be the New York media. You'll be some yinzers, but it won't be the same thing.
And I'll tell you right now, like for me at least, there are few and select people in this league that Aaron Rodgers truly does respect, and Tomlin is one of them.
I would hope so.
And that's what I would have it come down to. To me, though, it's just Rodgers and Wilson are two completely different problems. Russell was just weird. He's just a weird dude.
Cringe.
Rodgers,
I like
cringe,
the word cringe.
Rodgers, he's just an arrogant prick. In a way, you can say that on the air.
Yeah.
And he's a locker room destroyer. Russ, I don't think he really destroyed the locker room. He was just like, come on, guys, let's do it, and unlimited. While Rodgers, he's
doing calisthenics on the plane ride.
He's trying to get people fired. You know what I mean? So I don't know. To me, more signs point towards Minnesota because they haven't even told McCarthy yet that he's going to be the starting quarterback.
That's crazy.
Like he came out on the Up and Adams show.
It's not going to happen, dude.
I don't know.
He's not going to Minnesota, and here's the reason why: the head coach doesn't want to deal with him.
Yeah,
point blank, end of story.
If he doesn't want to deal with him, then I don't think Mike Tomlin's going to want to deal with him.
Mike Tomlin thinks he can control everybody on his team.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
the Mike
And it's
Tomlin.
that's
the Mike Tomlin mentality. He creates. He is a player. First off, he's a player's coach. Nobody's bullying Mike Tomlin.
No.
And if they try, they get yoinked. Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And we all see how that worked out for Antonio Brown. Le'Veon Bell.
So we'll just see Aaron Rodgers doing jumping jacks in the end zone.
Naked.
in week 5.
So to me, that's where this whole how are the Steelers going to deal with Aaron Rodgers BS? Probably Tomlin's going to be like, go do your thing, man. But remember, this is the team, and we need you here as well.
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so, because you're gonna have the other maybe distractions of George Pickens and stuff and DK Metcalf.
All three of them are fighting each other. What on the
Let's
field?
just have them in a room together and tape it.
Let's do it.
All right. Well,
Make sure it's dark though.
when we come back, Tyler wants to talk about the Bulls, so I guess we're going to talk about the Bulls.
Red hot.
Yeah,
Best
buddy.
in the East, Kobe White.
Do it. Mid. So when we come back,
The hottest mid team around.
what kind of qualification is that? Oh my God! When we come back, we talk Bulls here on SportsTownChicago.com.
He's right there. It's the bottom of the seventh inning. The last chance to order beer. But we didn't come here to drink beer. We came here to win this ball game.
Chicago's so lucky.
SportsTownChicago.com.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Pizza at your house and you can get it at the store. Uh-oh, here we go. Chicagoland area. Little Caesars is heating up for the summer. Try our new Crazy Puffs, $3.99. Walk in or delivery. 7 days a week. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Filled with cheesy mozzarella pepperoni pizza sauce, buttery garlic flavored drizzle, Italian herb and Parmesan seasoning, deep dish Detroit style pizza $7.99, super cheesy bread $5.99, hot and ready combo $12.99, and for your daily deals, go to LitCaesars.com. Oh, Little Caesars with our crazy puffs and cheesy dreams, you light up my soul with your pepperoni schemes. With every slice we share, with every moment we dare in this piece of love affair, so you didn't hear that just here. You don't want to miss out on these delicious deals. Visit your Chicagoland area Little Caesars today. Cheese, cheese, cheese.
Nobody does food better than our friends south of the border. If you're looking for delicious, authentic Mexican food in Chicagoland's backyard, check out the Topos restaurant. Try their quesadillas, burritos, or my favorite, the 3-taco combo with steak and extra chipotle salsa.
Muy caliente.
Even have breakfast for early risers. Topos is the highest-rated Mexican restaurant in Naperville on Yelp. Once you try it, you'll understand why. Visit totoposnaperville.com for their menu, special offers, and online ordering on Grubhub. Pickup or delivery. Topos Restaurant, open nightly until 8:30, closed on Sundays, located next to the Jewel on Aurora Avenue in Naperville. Experience fresh, homemade Mexican at the Topos Restaurant.
I got an affordable family-owned restaurant for you that won't cost you an arm and a lamb. It's Goodies in River Grove. My Goodies order never changes. A gyros, not a gyro. Smother it in sauce and hot fries on the side for less than $9. If I'm really starved, I'll add a chicken kebab to my order. Looking for more? Try a juicy cheeseburger, Chicago-style hot dogs, or a toasty corned beef melt. I can walk in 7 days a week, dine with my family, or call 708-583-1700. Pick it up and enjoy it at home. Can't stop in? Not a problem. Goodies delivers through Grubhub, DoorDash, and Seamless. Goodies is located at Cumberland, Belmont, River Grove. Goodies bringing authentic Greek food to the Chicago.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee, like a smooth new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than iced frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Looking for a great bargain? Want to find cool collectibles? Need to get fresh fruit and vegetables for the family? Come on down to Swap-O-Rama. 3 great locations, 42nd and Ashland in Chicago, Melrose Park in Ulsa, with hundreds of indoor and outdoor vendors selling clothing, tools, electronics, and much, much more. Have stuff for sale? Become a Swap-O-Rama vendor and turn your hidden treasure into cash. Visit their website for market days, hours, and vendor information. Go to swap-o-rama.com. Swap-O-Rama, the first name in flea markets.
Only the Bulls.
Only the Bulls.
Frankie's gonna be pissed that we're talking Bulls and he's not here.
Oh yeah,
I know.
That's all right. We'll talk a little. We'll sprinkle a little bit in on Friday.
All right,
too. Why
so hold out your hand like this. Tag, you're in. Talk.
All right.
Like that.
I'm gonna sit back and listen because I'll be quite honest with you. And this is me being me and being a little bit of an NBA hater because I don't have a team in the NBA that I truly have latched onto.
No, that's fair.
Although if Cooper Flagg ends up on the San Antonio Spurs, I might become a Spurs fan really quick.
Oh, I mean, I would too.
But that being said, listen, this is my frustration.
Yeah.
Y'all are getting excited for a team that is going to put you in limbo for another year.
Probably. But
and to me, yes, are there bright spots? Absolutely, the rookie is playing phenomenally. Absolutely, is Kobe White playing great? Absolutely.
Right.
But at the end of the day, what is this about? What is playing in the NBA all about?
Winning championships and making the playoffs, for God's sake.
And you're mid.
Right.
So to me, I understand you guys, oh God, they're winning games. Let's get excited as Chicago Bulls fans. But for me, outside looking in, you are still are they in the play-in at least?
Are.
They're the ninth seed.
They're going to make the play-in.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're in the play-in again.
Yeah.
Which screws you out of the possibility of getting a generational talent in Cooper Flag.
I'm totally aware, but here's the thing, is what you got to look into this is that you're starting to see young guys, which they have not been able to develop for years and years and years. You're seeing young guys like a 24-year-old Kobe White, a 22-year-old Josh Giddey, a 19-year-old Montes Buzelis. Montes Buzelis getting pushed hard enough because that's what he wanted from Coach Billy Donovan. And now, if he started this run early on in the season, we'd be talking about he's running for Rookie of the Year. No doubt. But so this is where it's getting exciting. Like, obviously, yes, they had a mid-season. They're bland. They're nothing like that. But they're actually, as a team, are actually enjoyable to watch. Like, it's not like this is just like, oh, here's another Bulls game. Oh, they're going to blow a 20-point lead, or they're going to be down 15 in the third quarter, then just come back, because even that, to me, is still meh. The whole point of this is that now with Zach LaVine out of the picture, you're starting to see this young core gel together, and you're seeing a little bit of a future with young guys that you could possibly, and do what OKC did, obviously, without building up the draft picks because they screwed that up. But you got three solid young kids that you could potentially look at either as trade bait or young potential superstars that can can control this Bulls team and be something different.
Is there an SGA on that team?
There is not an SGA on that team.
Yeah, I rest my case.
But again, how many years did it take SGA?
Where else is there SGAs besides Oklahoma?
No, but see, that's what I'm saying is you need that superstar to make this team legitimately relevant.
Sure, of course.
I'm spewing hate, and I know I'm spewing hate.
Oh, I know you are, but that's okay.
And I feel bad for doing it because I know you guys are super excited about this.
That's what makes
fine.
Great
I
talk radio.
loved watching to me, let me old man this for you. Bulls in the 90s, that was a thing.
Yes, of course.
That wasn't just a here in Chicago thing. That was a world-encompassing thing.
You're making it sound like I'm comparing them to the 90s.
No. I'm not
even comparing them to the 2010s.
I mean, that's just that's unfillable shoes. No team, not even another franchise can be able to fill that.
I completely agree
across
with that.
all sports.
I completely agree with that. That being said, to me, okay, so let me put it to you this way.
Okay.
It is very sad for me to watch you guys get very excited about quote-unquote the potential of what may be in the future.
I
feel like y'all are just butting your heads against a brick wall constantly when it comes to the Bulls.
Oh, yeah,
of
there is
course.
frustration.
I'm still saying that I'm still knocking my head against a brick wall.
Okay.
But the thing is, I'm not even looking past. I know they're last in the division. They're not going to sneak up past Detroit. Detroit's still winning good. My whole point is they finally got a kid at, what was it, 10th pick? Modest was that pick?
Steele.
10 or 11, who was talked about
I'll give you that.
A top. He should have been a top 5 pick. Everyone's talked about this kid, but he fell to the Bulls. I was impressed by that. Kobe White has gotten the chains ripped off of him because I think he was being held back by Zach LaVine being, this is my team, blah, blah, blah. Ball hogs, exactly. And now you got Josh Giddey where now this almost looks like makes the Lonzo Ball extension look really dumb because now you have Josh Giddey, who's doing what Lonzo Ball was supposed to do originally coming here, with a little more scoring. Again, and it's a stat. He was the only player to have a 15 plus, 10 plus, 15 plus, and then 8 plus, whatever. Almost like
almost got a quadruple, almost the 5th quadruple double.
Exactly.
Josh Giddey.
And so right now, before then, I was like, oh God, the OKC got a hell of a player in Alex Caruso, great defender.
Oh, I still laugh at the people that still think that was that OKC won that trade. That's absolutely ridiculous.
At first, I was one of those people, and now I'm looking at this. I'm like,
Alex Caruso's done jack.
Alex Caruso hasn't done anything. Granted, they have a lot more talent over there, but Josh Giddey is leaps and bounds playing better than Alex Caruso. So to me, I mean, now here's the problem. Josh Giddey, he's gonna be looking for an extension. Same with Kobe White. Do you pay those guys? For me, yeah.
Here's my thing. What's the demand with Josh Giddey? I don't think there's a lot of demand with him, so I think the Bulls can get him cheap if they want to re-sign him.
That
I
too.
think that's the case.
I told you, I would let Giddey go.
I don't.
Why?
Do you know why? Who did I tell you to draft?
The point guard from Florida.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You don't need another point guard.
You moved Kobe to 2.
I like Kobe demanding the ball, running everything.
Exactly.
He's
you
only
need
improved
a big man.
every single
and
game.
what? Have another year of Patrick Williams? There's a lot of.
Isn't this? No, he got an extension. I forgot.
Yeah, the most dumbass thing too. Yeah. And trust me, I still hate the Bulls' decision making. Don't get me wrong, but they need to focus on a big man in this draft. There's plenty of big men that's coming out in this year's draft that they can get wherever they're going to sit at. There could probably be around 10 maybe a little inside 10. But I don't think you need to go out and get another guard.
No.
The problem with going out and getting a big man when you're sitting at 10 is they're all gone by the time they hit 10.
I suppose so. I mean, Zach Edey was right around 10 last year too, so there's still a possibility.
Or you could trade down and get if he enters the draft, Derek Queen.
Queen's gonna go top 10.
I don't know.
Queen's a dude.
I know he's a dude. But there's a bunch of there's a lot of teams out there that need guards. I don't think the Bulls need a guard.
No,
I do.
Kobe White's been handling the ball going down court very well.
Between Kobe White, Josh Giddey, when Io DeSumo comes back next year, he'll be solidifying that. I really like not great. I don't think he'll stick around, but Kevin Huerter hasn't been the worst. He's actually playing some FU basketball. That little attitude he's been playing with, I like it. Looks like they brought up a couple guys from the Windy City Bulls now too. But what you said earlier was completely correct. Like, this is a young core, 34 years old. That's the oldest guy, and that's Vucevic, and he's 5 years older than the next guy after that. So this is a really, really young team. A lot of young leaders, I hope, is the case, and I hope they continue that. I really hope they re-sign Josh Giddey.
No, I 100%. I think you got to re-sign Josh Giddey, and then I don't know when Kobe White's contract is up or when he's gonna be looking for an extension.
I thought they extended him.
Did they already extend him? I could be completely. I might just be thinking this. I could be completely wrong, but no. That's the thing, and they haven't been able to commit to building a young core. And I think these are the young guys you can actually build with and do something with this. Obviously, I'm not getting all excited like, oh, they're going to make the play again and they can sneak out of the play and make playoffs. Even if they make the playoffs, they're a first-round exit. I'm totally aware of that. They're going to probably meet the Cleveland or Boston, and they're going to get their asses swept.
Kobe White signed a 3-year deal last season. He's in the second year of the 3-year deal. So it'll be next season and the year after that, 2026, 2027, he'll be a free agent.
So you still got him on the same contract for a couple years, and if you draft right and hit free agency right, you could potentially build something well, and then they might got something going. But again, I mean, Acme, and you guys heard my rant about them. I'm still not super thrilled about them, but this is something right now that the Bulls have that you can actually work with and build off of.
I think there is a small young core that they need to build right around, and there's a couple other names, even again, might just be the attitude they're playing with right now. Like a guy like Zach Collins who's bringing down 17 rebounds every other game or something. If you're able to put up that stat line, I see some value in you. So they're doing something right, and I think like I said, they're in that limbo. They've been in this limbo for a long time.
And if they pulled the trigger a while ago with some of these trades where they could have gotten first round picks for Caruso, DeMar, or I mean, you technically got one from Levine, but it was the one that you traded away in the first place. So is that really getting a first round pick? No, you're just getting that one back. Yes, I mean, they made so many mistakes throughout the years with when to pull the trigger on letting these guys go. But now that they finally did, you're starting to see a difference with this young core. And I can't put all the blame. I can't really put much blame on Billy Donovan because when he came in, he got given crap, and then cap hell and whatnot because of that big ass extension that you gave Zach LaVine. But I think right now, I mean, there's a reason to be excited for the Chicago Bulls.
That's where I would quickly clap back at you, Doug, David. Like, there's after every constantly, there's just years, and everyone else, all the talking heads says your team sucks. There's no hope. There's actually a little bit of hope. So and I'm not. You're kind of misinterpreting the hope. We're not sitting here saying championships, contenders. Give me Giannis. Give me the Cleveland Cavaliers. No. We're saying there is a solid idea of a core that could be built around. There's hope. There's a chance, especially in the NBA where 80% of the teams make the playoffs
and players development.
Here's a question. Just throw this out there. How many years does Giannis have on his contract?
I'm not entirely sure.
Actually, I think he might be a free agent.
I think he's got 1 or 2 left.
He signed a 5-year deal. Let's see. What is he currently in? He just started a 5-year deal. So, unless I'm reading it wrong, started a 3-year deal.
He just started a 3-year deal, which he's in contract with Milwaukee
till 2027, 2028.
Yep.
There's your superstar.
What do you mean?
What?
If you build up this, like you guys said, if you build up this young core, there's your superstar that takes you over the top.
How about this? I've heard one even crazier. Someone throw out, maybe Kevin Durant to the Celtics. Why not Kevin Durant to the Bulls?
Why would you want Kevin Durant? I'm sorry. At this point, like,
is he not still a viable shooter?
Kevin Durant is a legitimate Hall of Famer, great basketball player, great all-time basketball players, but you don't want Kevin Durant on the backside of what he will be when you get him.
Okay. I'm sure.
To me, Giannis, even in 2 years, let's say Milwaukee just completely poos the bed in the next 2 years.
I hope so.
Which is very likely. Then as the Chicago Bulls, hey, let's sell the farm, draft picks, whatever it may be, give you some prospects, not any of the core young guys.
Yeah. In his early 30s, but I still like it.
Early 30s is prime.
Yeah.
Is prime. And
he's still playing.
And Giannis has openly said he'd love to come to Chicago.
Yeah, he's talked about that.
We got plenty of Chick-fil-A's. Got those.
Portillo's.
I'm just saying, like, to me, that would be something that I would get excited about. The potential of bringing Giannis in here when you have that young core.
Yeah.
Like, even if he plays out his contract with Milwaukee.
Yeah. And you just wait for him.
And you wait for him.
Bulls haven't had a MVP-esque superstar since Rose.
That's your superstar.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I still think they need a superstar, but with what they got with the young team, the arrow's pointing up.
Go get Zion.
No.
Who was that? That was JJ.
JJ
Whiskey brought that up.
If he stays healthy, like, look at him this season. He's putting up numbers this season.
We've been saying if he stays healthy since he got drafted.
Well,
Julius Randle will be a free agent.
He's also back down to like what he weighed in high school, which was 264 pounds. Jesus Christ. There's so much.
They let him took seconds.
There's
at lunch
so
period.
much talent coming out in the drafts now. Like, this is gonna if some of these freshmen decide to leave early, these drafts are gonna be deep.
Oh, yeah.
You get quality. It may not be a superstar, but it'll be quality.
Yeah, it'll be quality. And then, again, like, we're talking about OKC. Yes, they don't have an SGA, and not many other teams have an SGA, but they found an SGA. Not saying
I would love if Kobe White got 500 plus free throws. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
Once again, name recognition. Unfortunately, in the NBA, it means something.
He's starting to get his name out there.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 weeks in a row being Eastern Conference Player of the Week. I mean, it's a milestone, but it's nothing to be like MVP.
I said, what did I say last year?
I don't know.
I vehemently remember saying, hey, Kobe White's a dude.
Yeah, we all said that.
Probably not build around him, but you should probably make him a cornerstone.
Oh, he's a valuable piece of this roster for sure. I mean, you don't have to build around him, but I think you can't get rid of him unless you get the right price.
All right. Well, when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, I think Nick has some things he wants to talk about when we go off the rails here on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
This is your home for sports.
This is the best fans in the world.
No better team. SportsTownChicago.com.
Are you ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for. Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air to take advantage of this outrageous sale. You better get here quickly, because this promotion is only going on for 24 hours, and the automobiles are leaving the lot faster than you can say four-wheel drive. Valley View Automotive, a dealership you can depend on.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue, it hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
Indeed is the #1 job search user with over 250 million monthly users. Indeed's priority is to help everyone in the job searching process to find a job by uploading 10 new job opportunities every 10 seconds worldwide. With Indeed, you have free access to job searches, resume uploads, and company researches. There are over 10,000 employees at Indeed that pursue to help people find the job they are looking for. They connect with millions of people to new opportunities. Go to Indeed.com and sign up for free and create a resume and let Indeed do the rest to help you on your job search.
Hey, I'm Jesus Mauricio. Be sure to tune in every Friday to listen to Zeus Off the Bat, a baseball talk show from 1 to 2 p.m. where I'll be discussing and updating you on all things about baseball, news, predictions, reactions, and more about the Cubs, Sox, and everything across the league. Happens every Friday at 1 p.m. right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Don't forget to follow and share our Twitter and Instagram with your friends at Zeus Off the Bat. Zeus Off the Bat.
Blow the whistle.
Going off the rails.
Another train!
All aboard! Welcome back to Blow the Whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Tickets, please.
The
Polar Express.
No.
Okay.
Never.
No? You didn't like that movie?
I hope no kids are listening. Santa Claus is not real.
Oh, it's okay. I made sure he said that it's not safe for kids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
David can't hear the bell anymore. Yeah.
I am Santa
What if
Claus.
Ray was listening?
She calls me Santa Claus all the time.
Does she know Santa's not real?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's at her cousin's in the middle of nowhere. She's not streaming this.
She's not streaming this. She's got other things. I don't know how long if she was still there.
She gets to spend the night again tonight, she said to me. So, good for her. I'm happy for her. She'll be sick in a week.
Sure.
Is there anything off the top of your head that you guys want to talk about?
Well, I was just saying, I came across something. Buddy Sean Sears sent this to me. That could have been a possible discussion. It was blowing up on Reddit. But there is a high school in Georgia. This almost can seem like a "you're killing me" Smalls. But Griffin High School, they have their school logo is the Green Bay Packers logo, same colors and everything, but they're home of the Bears. And I thought that was hilarious. So they have the Green Bay logo, but they're the Bears.
Ah, okay.
What's the name of the
Griffin High School?
Okay, that makes sense.
Why? You know Griffin, Georgia?
Griffin. Gee,
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The colors and
Grizzly
being the Bears
Bears.
is a little.
But yeah, no. If you look
weird,
at it, green and yellow, just like the Packers logo.
I mean, yeah.
Green and yellow.
The amount of high schools that just blatantly steal the NFL.
Oh, 100%.
My high school did it.
When I was in high school, we had the FSU arrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were
for our
the
football
Eagle.
helmets.
We were the Leiden Eagles. We were basically just had the Philadelphia Eagles eagle on.
Oh, I've seen that
Yeah.
logo.
Yeah.
I know St. Charles East, across the river from us, was the Saints, and they had like the New Orleans Saints,
Yeah.
but black and orange. So I mean, yeah, they steal logos all the time. I just thought it was funny. Like you have the Packers logo, the Packers colors, and then you're the Bears. Like just the irony was, I thought it was hilarious.
I bet you they don't win a game.
Could be the case.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, I don't know. Like, are they portraying the Packers or are they portraying the Bears? You know what I mean? Like they
Either
got
way.
yeah.
True.
Just because you've brought that confusion
We'll go
into
1-5
the world,
in the conference, both of them.
just because you brought that confusion into the world, you're doomed.
I know.
You're 100% doomed.
You're screwed. But yeah, that's pretty much what I had.
Plenty of routes we can go with this one. Yeah, we teased all the way at the beginning. El Grande Americano. I guess controversy that's behind it. I personally don't understand. I do understand.
What are people saying that the
they're making the big deal. Some people are saying this is just a blatantly racist gimmick, which no, sorry. They've run this thing before where, the masked American under the mask. There's even things going on currently that are like that. The Harley Graham, that, I mean, even a couple years ago, it's all over the place. I think people.
Let me pose a question to our listeners, and
Sure.
you can let us know at any number of our social medias at Blow T Whistle 1. That's BLOWT WHISTLE
We'll tackle this again
1.
even at Bad Karma too.
If it was racist in any kind of way or demeaning to the luchador kind of wrestling, do you think Rey Mysterio would be involved with it?
Yeah, exactly. I think the Hispanic community within the WWE would say no. The Hispanic community online is laughing at it. They just think it's a joke. It's funny. Like they don't care. Like
we're the only people that get offended by stuff.
Yeah, it's the people that are white splaining this to everybody else that are the most upset.
I love
so it's like I said, it's a bad look for us as other Caucasian males. But
listen,
we're not. I personally, I'm not getting uppity about it. I think it's funny. I think it's kind of dumb. I'm more offended that they used all the AI that they did for the thing. I think they could have been more creative. But
the moment backstage where Rey Mysterio looks at Chad Gable and goes, "You're a jackass." I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Let's go. This
Can't
is
spell
great.
luchador without Chad. So there you go. Chad Gable.
I love that. I love
It's
that.
really good, by the way. Nice comment.
It's I
Gracias!
think, yeah. You haven't seen
De
them in the
nada.
same room. They've not been in the same room at the same time. So
I just love that broke you and Andrew. That was great.
fantastic. That was fantastic.
That was just hearing all you guys just bust out laughing, and what I was saying earlier is like when I heard that clip, like I didn't even know Andrew was back there, and there is a reason why. What's his name?
Scotty
is Pepe Light, because their laughs are similar too. Where I'm like, I can't even tell.
What
the
are you
difference
talking
between
about? They're similar in every single symbolism.
That's how much it's that to a
same
T.
body type.
Yep.
Same skin. I've never seen Scotty without a hat on, so I don't know about the hair, but I'm assuming if we
Scotty's a little more upbeat.
If we cut Scotty's hair like Andrew's, he could pass for Andrew's kid.
Yeah. We should make
just
him
like
do
you
that.
could pass for mine.
I could be. It's the beard.
That could be the thing.
Papa.
March
Papa,
Madness stuff, maybe. Well, quickly, one footnote. Threw on Blue Chips last night for no reason. I was kind of just watching the background.
The movie?
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't know right at the beginning Rick Pitino's in it, so I immediately Googled, is Rick Pitino in Blue Chips? It's like, yeah, Rick Pitino's cameo in Blue Chips is like Wiley. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know that. I just kind of had it.
They had a lot of big time
Shaq was
basketball.
in it.
basketball coaches.
Oh, yeah,
It was a lot like Blindside.
Okay, gotcha.
Where they brought in, I think, I want to say Bob Knight was in it.
Maybe.
I want to say.
I didn't finish it. I just kind of had it in here while I was like getting ready for classes to get started. And then as soon as classes got started, I turned it off.
So
So I just thought I thought that was really interesting to begin with, and like I said, just kind of got into March Madness. I'm sure you guys talked about it on Monday. Was there a lack of madness with the one buzzer beater?
Very chalky. I think.
I think I don't know.
The statement we've been
I
using.
still loved it. Like, if you like
Great
competitive
basketball.
it's still been a great March Madness.
Yeah.
Just not many Cinderellas, but
that was the thing is like
you can still
does
say
the NCAA
Arkansas.
need a Cinderella?
This is what we've been calling it on the Daily Tip. March Midness.
March Madness.
Okay.
Mid
Yeah.
Madness.
I mean, it is just
Meh.
yeah.
Meh.
When there's only like what one or two, maybe just the one number 2 seed
You
out.
could call BYU a little bit of a Cinderella, but
Okay.
Arkansas.
Well, I was in Arkansas, yeah.
Arkansas. Those are the only
I
two.
don't know. They might just not have been seeded correctly. They should be a little bit higher.
Arkansas?
Yeah.
We were talking
Oh,
about
BYU definitely should have been seeded higher.
Yeah.
100%.
No, Speaking of Patino, shout out to the Blow the Whistle crew calling the Richard Patino to Xavier.
No, that was you.
Okay, yeah.
Take all the credit.
Oh, no, it was
when,
me.
when you nail something, bring the glory to yourself, sir, because that
it
was
yeah.
phenomenally
No,
done.
It was me, but I didn't want to get too big-headed.
And Dustin Rhodes goes, I bet you Patino's telling his kid not to go to Xavier so they don't have to play each other.
Oh man, I was gonna point that out to Dustin today. Be like,
Do it
look at
tomorrow.
all the-
I'll
yeah,
remind you.
I'll do it tomorrow. Like,
Anything I can do to rub it in Dustin's face every once in a while.
I know. It's always fun.
Have you guys been seeing this 3 a.m. guy trend? Is this not going on your Twitter? The guy
3MB.
3M?
So the guy that wakes up at like 3 o'clock in the morning does the ice thing with his face and then takes the mouth
Oh
tape off.
yeah, I saw like someone that video came up, but like yeah, what's the whole thing?
So
with
is
that?
this not just like okay? So apparently this guy he's trying to be legit, but everyone is taking it now and trolling it, and it's become one of the funnier trends currently on the internet where this guy's waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, wasting a bunch of time, and like by the time he gets to work at 10 a.m., it's just he's done all these things. It's just
yeah,
he's
so
like working out, he dunks his head in ice.
Yeah,
does
So
a bunch of
it's-
push-ups.
So it's every student at IMS.
I guess so. Is that what? Is that what?
It's
they're doing?
Alex.
Oh yeah, it could be.
Oh, he can't hear us.
Oh, they don't have that speaker set
Why'd you
up.
have the collar up like that?
Oh, he's mysterious.
It's like a little villain. He's mysterious.
He looks like a detective that's been on the beat too long. He's gonna crack anytime.
I'm gonna break
He's
this
been-
story wide open.
He's been under too long.
Yeah.
But yeah, that video, I'm like, what's the whole dunking your head face in
Yeah,
ice
I think
water?
it's been absolutely hilarious, and he's kind of it's got almost like it's got like 600 million, probably 700 million plus views just on the video, probably billions of views across all different things. I think it's just so funny now. He's kind of like again, not clap back. He's like, oh, you guys are like laughing with me, not at, like no, we're laughing at you. We're making fun of you in every sort of way.
I'm okay with people laughing at me.
Oh yeah,
I love being laughed at.
Oh yeah,
I've been laughed at my entire
gotta
life.
be able to recognize it.
Ditto.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, I don't know if Scotty ever recognizes it.
Exactly.
I forgot to tell you. So Sammy P was on
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Rami last night. I thought it was really funny, but he was talking about the tournament, and he just goes, "Yeah, like you know, like the thing with the tournament is like, people could say that it's killing the middle class." And he's like, "And I'm talking about basketball, not the country, not our country." And then he just goes on. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, there's so many, so many.
I didn't realize he was only 24.
Who? Sammy P?
I thought that's what he said.
No, he's not 24.
I was like, he doesn't look 24.
Sammy P is not 24.
I heard he had a fun time in Vegas.
Everyone does.
He may have missed
Doesn't
the
everyone
first
have a fun
20
time in
minutes of his show.
That's what I thought I heard.
He may have
Combs
missed the
told me-
first 20 minutes of his show.
Combs told me that beforehand. I'm like, oh, that's great. I'm like, that's awesome. Did Vegas right.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, going back to the tournament, like, not too many sleepers. Like, you don't have an FAU this year or an Oral Roberts.
Yeah.
Or an Oakland. But
You
I
had
mean,
1 week of McNeese. You had 1 day.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was just the right amount of McNeese.
the best basketball manager,
Yeah.
Amir.
Hey, did you hear?
What?
He's going to the
He's
transfer
transferred.
portal.
Yeah, he did the
he's
transfer.
he's transferring to NC State
Good for you.
Oh my god.
to stay with
He's got
to stay
NIL
with
deals.
Wade.
Apparently, I don't know if it might be rumor. It might just all be. I could have got NBA sentled.
But the jumpsuit he was wearing was flown out to him, like almost within, like very quickly. So it was basically on a private jet. His jumpsuit that he was wearing.
Well, he was
for
sitting
the
by
tournament.
Spike Lee, for God's sake.
Yeah.
This dude's awesome. Like, you kidding me?
Do you know the
aura.
first thought that went through my head?
What?
Is that Nick's kid?
Could be. Mine? Not me.
Is it Tony's kid?
Oh, Nikon? Yeah. Oh, my.
No.
Oh, my God.
It always comes back to professional wrestling.
You know what's funny is, like, everyone, like, I swear, like, even in high school, it was the typical, like, oh, you're the team manager, ooh. But now this guy's taking all the glory and being the manager. He's like, hell yeah, I don't play basketball. I just support.
By the way, Seth Rollins, unbelievably well done job on Good Morning Football.
Oh, yeah, Adam Rank.
Phenomenal
Great promo.
And congratulations for being asked by Rich Eisen to be a guest host when Rich is out of or off of the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
Rich Eisen asked him personally.
Nice.
So Seth's starting to get some traction in the, as we like to call it, the real world.
Yeah. It's good. It's going to be good for him when
He
unfortunately.
can talk football.
Yeah.
He can talk football.
Yeah.
Seth
his
knows
body's
his
going to give
football.
out on him soon enough, so it's going to be he's going to need
He's
a
a Bears
fallback
fan, I
plan.
think.
Yeah, he's a huge
Big time
Bears
Bears
fan.
fan.
He was on the afternoon show a few weeks back.
Was he really?
Yeah,
That's
he's asking good interviews on 670.
He's got so many connections.
Yeah.
He's able to pull. They've had LeVar Ball. They've had Ice Cube on.
It's ridiculous.
I think they had Punk on, like maybe a couple days beforehand. They talked about that too.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Phil. So that was good.
Need that Rolodex.
I don't know if you guys can blatantly talk about it, but what is the atmosphere with Bernstein gone? Is that even something you can touch upon? I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Is that even possible? But if not, we'll just null and void.
I would say, listen.
Like I said, no opinions on what happened. Is the atmosphere? How is everything?
Let me say this, and I'll start.
We might be. Yeah, I want to see because we have two different perspectives technically.
I will put it into words that Dustin Rhodes has preached to us since week 1. Perfect example of never post anything on social media that your grandmother would be embarrassed about.
Okay.
That being said, I can't speak for the higher ups.
Mm-hmm.
He who shall not be named, I know, was very upset because he had a personal relationship with him. I don't know about Porth, but my assumption, and this is just my assumption, only whispers that I've heard, the talent is very happy.
Okay.
I mean, as far as atmosphere-wise, the vibe of everything doesn't seem too much different. I mean, it was very emotional for a lot of them because they worked with him for so long, and he was the longest tenured employee at the Score. Yeah,
Even more than Molly?
Yeah, he's been there for almost as long as the Score's been around.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's like the longest tenured, but I mean, and he was, I mean, you can argue and say that he was technically a Chicago sports talk icon.
He's a legend.
He's a legend.
He's a legend.
Yeah, no,
like
I
when people from other parts of the country, and I legitimately say this, are asking me, who I work with, are asking me what the hell happened. He's a big deal.
Yeah,
he is,
and he deserves the respect for doing what he did on the Score for so long at such a high echelon of excellence.
Yeah. No, I mean,
but
again,
my follow-up would be: do you guys think what would be next? Do you think maybe an independent route for him? Does he have his own podcast?
I'm calling it right now.
What's
Or
that?
does he end up at ESPN?
Him and Dan McNeil
do a podcast.
Either a podcast or they're somewhere in Indiana doing a show.
They might. I don't think he goes to 1,000 just because they have a close relationship with Barstool and Big Cat.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. That was my biggest thing.
I think 1,000 at the time was eating.
That's just me.
That whole Barstool fight, I think 1,000 was eating it up because people were turning heads away from the Score.
They had Dan Katz on the same day, and he was already making jokes about it.
Oh yeah, so I mean,
That's his personality.
I doubt it. Even though it would be kind of funny. Like it's almost like
that would be on
the Crips
him,
and the Bloods.
that would be huge. I said this when that happened. It would be huge, and they could have salvaged that relationship if he played into it. But that's not Bernstein's route, and that's just from me gathering as a listener. I obviously have no connection, haven't met him in any sort of way, haven't even been in the same building as him. So you guys have a way different route than I do. But like, if he was able to play it up and just go into the role of like, yeah, you know what, I am Bernstein. Play as the heel. Play as the wrestling route that we always like look at it. He could have made so much, almost like oh my god, what's the joke linebacker? That was me knocking. Sorry. In the 80s, and he had the shoulder pads. They did a whole ESPN with 30 for 30 about him. My goodness. Got ran over by Bo Jackson.
God,
Brian Bosworth.
Yes, I couldn't think. He could have played it. He could have been that route where like he's selling his own, Bernstein suck shirts or something like that, and he's making the profit off of it. I don't know. I think there could have been somewhere. I think he is able to salvage some of it. Some of it blown out of proportion. Some of it kind of brought upon himself.
Yeah.
The 670 did already set the precedent before with the other firing that they did. So I see where this is understandable and justifiable. So I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want to get you guys in any.
You're not
No.
You're not going to get us in trouble.
I mean, because I know they were openly talking about it the same day too at 670. So
yeah,
and a lot of people, for the talent wise, they said their piece. They gave out their tweet. They said thank you, love you, we'll see you. So.
Yeah, no, I had to work the.
Good luck in all your future endeavors.
Yeah.
I worked the afternoon show when that dropped, so that was interesting. That was interesting.
I got the text before it actually went down.
Did I text you? Yeah.
When he came out on the radio, and so like I had to immediately message you guys like, is this guy Chad? Is this real? Like I even heard it from him.
I was like, yeah, this is real.
Wow. Yeah.
So
crazy.
yeah, a complete that threw everyone off, and like rightfully so, because again, Bernstein was he was at the Score for I think 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Almost
30.
So like I said, been there almost as long as the Score has been around. So
yeah.
But yeah,
be interesting to see how they maneuver. So, yeah.
That's where I'm curious about too. I haven't heard anything. I don't know what's going on.
All right, boys. So on that note, time to get out of here.
Yeah. If I can, just really quick.
Yeah, go for it.
I mentioned you guys off air. Like I said, someone close had passed. So just simply, the cliche.
Positive thoughts.
Never.
Positive
Yeah,
energy.
exactly that. Just you're never gonna know when you're not gonna see somebody. So just take the time. Say I love you. Simple as that. We love you, Chucky.
I love you.
I love you guys.
I love you. I put up with you, Tone.
No, we love you, Tone.
We love you, Tone.
You're tolerable.
Come on, man. How'd I know it's coming? All right, for me, David Double D Dykstra.
Tyler Butterball Beaterball.
No gimmicks, Nick Johnston.
Stay positive, be positive, surround yourself with positive people, and positive things will happen for you. We will see you on Friday. It'll be me, Nick, and Frank the Tank, because Tyler's got to work again.
Yep.
Woo. We will be here. We will be talking here on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.